River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Niner Nuts. I'm Dan, here along with Eric, and it is day one of free agency. We are taping this on the 9th. It's late enough if there is a late breaking free agency, we will mention it. But for now, we have plenty from today to talk about. And thank you, just while we were gone. Thank you for the patience while we were gone. We ended up taking a little bit of a longer break after the Super Bowl because there frankly kind of wasn't much to talk about. But we're here and we have plenty to talk about. And I mean, let's go ahead and we're a Niners podcast. Let's go ahead and start at the top with them. Let's talk about the good news first. The good things that happened. We signed an offensive lineman from the Patriots, or who was with the Patriots in the Super Bowl last year. He's going to compete for one of our guard spots because our guards are a little iffy, but I'll stop bearing the lead. We did make one splashy signing by getting Mike Evans from Tampa Bay, the 12-year vet, Buccaneer for life. He is now coming to the Bay Area, playing with Kyle Shanahan, playing with Purdy, trying to get back into that Mike Evans 1000 form. Dude, big signing. And we got him on a relatively cheap deal, 3 years for 60 and change, I think it was.
Yeah.
We have to obviously address that first. Like, did I break the news to you or did you see it before me?
No, you told me. I didn't see it at all. I was at work, so I didn't see it until you said something, and then I immediately just threw my work to the side and started looking up stuff on my phone.
Dude, I all the murmurs, like I don't give them much credence. I've seen a lot of murmurs, obviously, over the last 2 weeks, but Mike Evans did keep popping up as like, we're a favorite.
Yeah.
We're a favorite. Like, okay, sure. Like, if it happens, cool. But did I think we were actually going to land Mike Evans? Nope.
Yeah.
The just good signing, bad signing. Like it's very splashy, obviously, because of his name. And I do think it's going to be a net positive, but I can't help but think about, he's almost my age. He's 33. And his hamstring seemingly pulls every season for the last 4 years, it feels like. But at the same time, this is still a very tall, very long wingspanned wide receiver that just annihilates man coverage. He's still got gas in the tank. And I think even a 75% or 50% Mike Evans is still going to be productive with the way Kyle schemes, and he's going to draw attention off of Ricky, off of whoever is going to play before Kittle comes back, I think. And then just his presence in the locker room. This is a man amongst boys coming into this locker room. I don't know. Well, I hope we get 1,000 yards out of him. That'd be great. But what do you think about this?
I mean, it's a splashy signing for sure. I mean, you wouldn't have expected. I didn't expect him to leave Tampa Bay. I thought he'd stay in Tampa. I didn't expect him to leave. Like you, I had heard all the rumors and the mumblings about, if Mike Evans leaves, he could come to San Francisco and be a 49er. And I just kind of pish-poshed that away because I thought he'd want too much money, and I didn't really think he would leave Tampa anyway. So, I mean, I kind of didn't really too much about it. But it's a big signing. He's a huge marquee wide receiver. He is the big X wide receiver that the 49ers need that they don't have, that we have talked numerous podcasts, that was a gaping hole that they needed to fill. You and I talked off mic about,
since Brandon wasn't willing to do that for us.
Yeah. You and I talked off mic about, could they trade for AJ Brown or, something like that, to get that big bodied guy out there that you can just sort of throw the ball up to, and you can go get it. Right. I mean, that's been the whole point of that scenario, is that the 49ers didn't have anybody that they could just sort of toss the ball to and have them go get it. And like you said, beat that man-to-man coverage. And because a lot of the 49ers players, as we've talked on other podcasts, they haven't been able to beat man-to-man coverage. It's been an Achilles heel of 49ers going forward. So getting Mike Evans is a huge boost in that regard. I am a little concerned about his health. It'd be nice if we were a very healthy organization and he was coming to us and we were just like, oh yeah, everybody that plays for us is so healthy. It's awesome and wonderful. Your career will be so great here. We have the magic elixir of health. We're kind of the opposite. So I'm a little concerned about how his health will play out.
He could be the one that says, you know what, like, screw that electric plant, whatever's next. Like, this is going to be the health, and we magically get the healthiest Mike Evans we've had in 4 years.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it takes me back a little bit to, if you remember when we signed the last time that we went and signed an older, splashy, big time X receiver, and that was Randy Moss. We signed him to a deal when he was kind of at the tail end of his career, trying to get something out of him.
2012 season for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And he was fine. He wasn't Randy Moss of Randy Moss fame, but he was fine. Do I want Mike Evans to come in and be fine? No. We need Mike Evans to come in and be better than fine. But
I can one up that with an even more recent signing. Remember, in the years we don't talk about, we had Anquan Bolden.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We had Anquan Bolden about the same age, like maybe a smidge younger. And yeah, 32, 33-year-old Anquan Bolden was putting up 1,000-yard seasons with us still.
Yeah.
It was for terrible teams, but
those teams were really bad.
The upside, though, like, if he's still aging as he has, like, even if he's averaging like 100 yards for every 10 catches, like, as long as he's still doing that, because even in this last year with Tampa, it was like 30 some catches for like just under 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, like 3s across the board. I mean, averaging like 10, 12 yards a catch still at his age and a touchdown for every 10 catches. That's not terrible. I mean, it could be a much worse signing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not poo-pooing the signing in any way, shape, or form. And I think it's a great value. The fact that we got him for basically $20 million a year, even if it doesn't work out. I haven't looked up the contract on Spotrac yet. I'll do that here.
I'm sure the detail. I'm sure other than the baseline 60/3, I doubt that's out yet. But John is going to finagle, like, it's going to have like 3 signing bonuses. It's going to be very back heavy.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, it's not up there yet. I want to see how it breaks down to see, if is it really a 3-year deal or is it just a 1-year deal with a bunch of, numbers that he's never going to get to in years 2 and 3, or is it a 2-year deal essentially, or, how it works out or whatever. But I mean, I think that the 49ers are going to be able to get out of this, if they have to, at a reasonable rate that doesn't really hamstring them in any way, shape, or form. I mean, probably if I had to guess, when the contract comes up, probably they can play him this year. And if it doesn't go well and it just stinks and he doesn't work out, they can probably cut him and probably have a very minimal cap hit across, dead cap money across 27 and 28, probably, if I had to guess.
He definitely gave us a lot of leverage. He gave a lot of teams a lot of leverage, just out of it, seemingly, just in my perspective, the kindness of his heart. He's got his ring. He's got all these records with Tampa. He's got league-wide respect, and
Yeah.
all he wants to do is it's obvious. This gentleman just wants to ring chase. So
Yeah.
we sold him on Kyle. We sold him on John in the front office, and he was cool with like meeting somewhere in the middle. Like this dude it would have been insulting if we went less than 20, but he clearly was cool with 20 instead of like demanding still getting Alec Pierce 28 million money or Chase Brown 35. Like that would have been laughable, but
Yeah.
but no, he was clear. There was clearly a melding of the minds that worked out for both of us because we have a very team friendly contract and he's still making 20 million a year, which is nothing to laugh at by a wide receiver margin.
No, not at all. I just think it's going to be a very team friendly deal in the sense that if it doesn't work out after this particular season, he's going to be able to walk away, or the Niners are going to be able to walk away and have a very minimal impact on their bottom line. So I think that's going to be the net result of that if this doesn't work out after one season, or if they want to give it 2 seasons and give it another try after season 1 if he's hurt for some strange reason and they want to run it back or whatever. I think they'll have the flexibility to do all of that really well. But I'm excited by the signing. I went back and I looked at the 2 years that Kyle was in Atlanta with Julio Jones down there, who, same prototypical size and everything that Evans has. And now obviously Julio Jones was 6 years younger than Mike Evans was at this particular time. But
was this when Julio Jones was allergic to the end zone though?
Yes. He still scored some, but he didn't get nearly as many touchdowns as you would think he would. Actually, he has a very minimal amount of touchdowns for his entire career. Be honest with you.
When I was living in Florida, like in his peak, it was in his prime, like Super Bowl. I just moved to New York at Super Bowl 51. So like his real peak before then, that was the most consistent thing I kept seeing fantasy managers just bitch about was Julio Jones had 170 yards, but he didn't get a touchdown.
Yeah. He only has 66 for his career, which is really strange. But
that's wild.
But the 2 years that he was down there with Kyle Shanahan in Atlanta, he had fantastic seasons. 130 some targets 1 year with 1,800 yards receiving. Another year he had, I think, 100 some targets and like 1,500 yards receiving. So, I mean, Kyle's really going to be able to use him and exploit what he's able to do out on that X side, which will be different than what he's had to do over the last couple of years because we really didn't have that kind of receiver. I mean, we had Ayuk, but he didn't even have that prototypical size and speed that Evans has. I mean, Ayuk is a little bit more slender and a little bit shorter and everything like that and doesn't have the big build that Evans has. So I'm really excited to see how it all comes together. I'm hoping that it does what everybody thinks that it's going to do, and that he brings exactly what everybody wants to the team, which is, that man coverage beater, a big end zone target. I mean, we didn't even talk about the fact that he's a red zone threat and everything like that. So,
it's stupid. I was telling my wife, like, this dude's what, 6'6", 6'5". You just 50-50 ball in the red zone, he's going to get it.
Yeah.
You don't beat him. This is such a unicorn signing. Like, yes, his age is obviously something to like keep in the back of your mind, but this is Andre Johnson. This is Megatron. This is Julio Jones. This is AJ Brown. This is the kind of receiver you want where they are tall, slender, but also just big and fast. Like this is what you hope for whenever you sign a receiver, is to get this exact specimen. And it's awesome. I really hope that this is not no more gas in the tank, Mike Evans. Like we'll obviously see in 6 months, but right now I want to celebrate. This is such an awesome signing. We needed something like this on offense.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's got 108 total career touchdowns. So, I mean, he knows how to get into the end zone. He knows how to get targets. He's got double-digit touchdowns in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 11 seasons, if I math correctly. So, I mean, he knows how to get into the end zone. He's got, 70 some. He's got Yeah, he's got 70 plus receptions in every single season except for his first season where he had 68. So
And then
too shy.
last year when he broke his collar.
Yeah, and then last season. But he's got 70 some receptions in every season. So I mean, he's very consistent. You mentioned the 1,000 yards already. I mean, he's a 1,000-yard machine. He averages 13, 14, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 14, I mean, yards per catch. So, I mean, he gets it done and he looks pretty consistent. The only real outlier is, I mean, even in 2024, he still cracked 1,000 yards.
Dude,
his average was down a little bit, but he still had 11 touchdowns.
Were you not watching that game 2 years ago when
he threw the ball?
it was just a like everybody was on the same page, just like, yeah, screw it, let him have it. And it was just like the easiest screen pass, and he needed like 3 yards and he ended up taking it for like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. That was a moment of sports history. That was really cool to see.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he doesn't look to be tailing off, I guess is what I'm saying from a statistical standpoint, right? So if I'm looking at his stats, I don't see where he's tailing off here, where I would be concerned that, his receptions have gone down year after year after year, or his targets have gone down year after year, or his yards are coming down or something like that, or maybe his average is coming down year after year. Now, his average has come down some, but not a ton. So, I mean, I think that there's still a lot. I think that there's still a lot there for him. And I think last year was just kind of an unfortunate thing where he, like you said, he broke his collarbone, and then he pulled his hamstring, right? So, I mean, he missed all but
by the time he
8
came
games.
back. By the time he came back too, Baker started going down the toilet too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I think there's a lot there still. And I'm just really excited about the signing. I mean, I can't believe that we were able to land who would be the marquee, top of the line, number one, big name on the market, receiving free agent this offseason. I mean, I can't believe that we landed that. I'm pretty flabbergasted by that happening. Kudos to John and Kyle and the rest of the staff for getting it done, and adding that kind of a weapon to their arsenal. It's going to be fun to watch.
I have a very small part of my heart for Tampa. Like, I told people when I lived in Florida that, like, if I had to adopt a Florida team, it was going to be Tampa. And I've, in my years of fantasy, like, paying attention, like, Mike's always been there. Mike's always been that top 10, top 5. I love his consistency, his work ethic. I love everything I hear about him being just a man off the field, like, just never in trouble, always doing like great community things. He just sounds like just such a stand-up guy, and he has been the most consistent receiver of his generation, not just his draft class. Like, it's unreal what he has done so far. And now that we can be a part of his history, like, that's really, really cool. I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not much I can really add to that. Just welcome, Mike. We're so happy to have you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thrilled. I mean, it adds such a dynamic, right? Because now you can put Ricky on the one side, you can put Mike on the other side. We can either draft a slot receiver.
We still got Robinson too. Robinson's he's not a free agent. We still got him. So
yeah. So I mean, we've got options to put in the slot. We've got Robinson, we've got Cowling, we've got
hopefully Watkins's knee is okay.
Yeah. So we got Jordan Watkins that we can put in the slot. So I mean, we've got a lot of options to what we can do there. So I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do to build around that. But I mean, the fact that we can have Evans on the one side and Ricky on the other, I mean, this is really going to give Ricky a chance to shine and show his potential as well, because Evans is going to draw, or should draw, the number one cornerback. Anytime we face anyone. And that's going to, leave Ricky on the number 2. And if he's as good as he's supposed to be, and is everything that he's been supposed to be, that we've been sold over the last 2 years on him, then he should be able to eat up the number 2 cornerback from other teams pretty easily and be able to get open and be more of a factor than he's been these last couple of seasons, assuming that he can stay healthy. So I'm looking forward to that dynamic as well. And then, just being able to stretch the field with Evans. Evans is a guy that runs 9 routes down the field, post routes, corner routes, things of that nature. I mean, he's not running a bunch of comeback routes and, little short pokey routes and things like that. I mean, he's going down the field and trying to make things happen, make big splashy plays. So, I mean, he's going to open up the field a little bit for those underneath throws to Kittle and to CMC and things like that as well. So, I mean, there's a whole different dimension to open up the offense with that.
Just flip-flopping between, like, Ricky goes down and then Evans cuts in, or Evans goes down and Ricky cuts in. That's, on paper, such a pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to pay attention to Evans, or are you going to risk Evans getting a nice deep bomb? Because, again, this dude's 6'6", he can just catch whatever.
Yeah.
Or are you going to double team him? And then Ricky, when healthy last year, Ricky annihilated over the middle. He was a phenomenal catcher on those, just like Juwan Jennings was great over the middle. This is just for the type of receiver that Kyle wants. Chef's kiss. We could not ask for a better receiver, albeit maybe like 3 years younger, but still, yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you're picking your poison, right? I mean, you would probably prefer maybe AJ Brown, right? Just because he's a little bit younger. I think
he's
AJ
only
Brown is 29, maybe.
Yeah, 29.
So I mean, he's 3 years younger. So maybe you would prefer AJ Brown, but you also have to give up a first and a first, or a first and a second, or you have to give up a whole lot to get AJ Brown. And AJ Brown comes with some baggage and some attitude and some other things that maybe aren't quite as welcoming as what you don't get with Mike Evans, like you pointed out earlier. He's been nothing but more than a model citizen and a great teammate and a great person in the locker room and an outstanding citizen outside of it and stuff like that. So you're just having to give up what you can get for a contract from him, and so you lose a little bit in terms of the age there, but you're getting a model citizen and a model player.
Oh, and he's going to pay that's going to pay dividends in the locker room with how young everybody is. Even Ricky, Ricky's still only in year 3, and now with Brandon out the door, I mean, yeah, Kittle can give his 2 cents. Yes, he's a tight end, but now having somebody where Ricky doesn't have to be the big guy in the locker room, that takes a lot of pressure off of him, and they can learn from literally one of the best receivers since 2000.
Yeah,
and that's so fortunate for those guys. He's basically going to be a coach.
Yeah, I mean, if he chooses to settle into that role, into that perspective, I mean, he can really be a really strong leader for that wide receiver room and really show those guys what it takes to be, the kind of player like he is. I mean, the hard work, the effort, the dedication, the time spent, in the film room, in the workout room, after practice, before practice, all those things that goes into being a great player and a great receiver. He can instill that in those guys at this young age, and hopefully they can pick up and learn from that and be like, oh yeah, you know what, I want to do. I see this guy. I see what he's done. I see that he's got, 10 seasons of 1,000 yards. I want that too. I should probably do what he does.
How do I not make this guy disappointed in me or mad?
Right.
That's how my mentality would be. I'd be like, this guy is coming in with such a pedigree. I do not want to have a bad impression on him. Like, where do I need to step my game up to be on his good side?
Yeah.
That's just incredible. I mean, with already so many people that are there in that locker room, like you're just adding another, like Trent Williams and George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey, and Purdy's earned his keep up there, and Warner. We already have so many leaders in the locker room, and now it's as impressive, like not just his game tape, but just his leadership too. Like that's all. It's very easy to find. Just there's a reason that he was a captain so many times and so loved in Tampa, and why there are many tears flowing in Tampa today saying goodbye to Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we don't have to get 1,000 yards out of him. I mean, yes, it'd be great to have a 1,000-yard receiver. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
we don't have to get 1,000 yards out of him. I mean, we can get 800, 900 yards out of him, and 8, 9 touchdowns and stuff like that. But as long as he's that downfield threat, and as long as he's winning those one-on-one, man-to-man matchups, that's what we need him for. And as long as he's doing that, I don't really necessarily care if he puts up 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns or whatever. I mean, like I said, that's great if he does. I mean, that's
if he can win the situational football matchups, like in the moment, like they're not going to show up on the stat sheet, but we needed this play in this moment, and he did it. That's gonna be worth the signing.
Yeah, I mean, those plays when Brock has nowhere to go with the ball, and he's just like, well, F it, I'm going to throw it to Mike on the left side and see if he can get it today. And yeah, where he went, Mike went up and got it again. Great, first down. Like that's what we need him to do. And I mean, if that results in him having a game where he has 5 catches for 55 yards, and that's all that he has, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
that's what we needed to be able to move and get the football down the field, which we were lacking because we couldn't just throw the ball up to Ricky. We couldn't just throw the ball up to Jawan. It didn't work. We needed that big body to be able to just go out and beat a corner. I mean, the dude is 6'5", 200 and.
Oh, he's only 6'5". I thought he was okay.
ESPN has him listed as 6'5".
Okay. I mean, still,
he's still a rather large individual.
6'5",
my son
6'6".
My son is 6'5". I know exactly how big that is. It's a really large individual. And I mean,
just a freak of nature, just his wingspan alone.
Yeah. So I mean, like, you can just chuck a ball up and he can just get it. I mean, you got to remember, you're playing against corners. There's very few corners that are over 6 foot anymore. So yeah. I mean, he's got 5 inches on just about everybody that's guarding him. So I mean, that doesn't even count his wingspan, like you were talking about earlier. So I mean, it's just an opportunity for, like I said, where there's a breakdown, there's no one's really open. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna chuck it in Mike's direction, hope for the best, right? And you make a play and you throw the ball, only where Mike can get it, right? You don't put it in harm's way, but you throw it real high up in the air, up over his head, or you throw back shoulder or whatever, something like that. But I mean, it's going to open up opportunities that weren't there before with the roster that we had.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I know we could go another hour just on the legacy and the greatness of Mike, but the
other bit of controversy is going to be is what number is he going to be?
Yeah, Purdy's already got his number, and Purdy's sure as hell not giving up that number.
And Mike isn't going to be able to buy it from him.
Nope.
Now, maybe a year ago, Mike could have been able to buy it from him when Purdy was on his rookie deal, but not anymore.
No, I saw somebody say that he wore 4 when he played basketball, so maybe he'd wear number 4.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, he could buy Jacob Cowing out of 83. That's not a big deal if he wants to go that route, or who knows? That's going to be really exciting just to see what it turns into.
Yeah. He could just be 1. Oh no, he can't be just 1 because it's Ricky's number.
Yep. Nope. He's not going to make Ricky give him that number.
No, he could be. He could buy the number from Ricky. Ricky would sell him 1.
Oh, Robinson's not technically signed with us right now, so he could have just 3.
Okay.
Unless we re-sign Robinson, but even still, Robinson would definitely give Mike his number, I bet.
Yeah, probably. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'll be just interesting to see how that works out.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's very unique for a player of his stature and his prominence to come to a team and not get the number that he's always had.
No, for sure. Like, it's like when Aaron Rodgers went from number 12 to 8. Like, and I mean, there's a story to it, but still, like, you're number 8 now. That doesn't feel right. Like, well, I think with that, we have a couple more things that are Niner centric we need to address. But first, we have to give a word to one of our sponsors. And yes, Eric, prepare your ears. This ad is very loud. Yes, we are sponsored by the Arena Football Columbus Lions. The season is just around the corner. They are part of the Spring Football League, the AAL. I am a bad producer and don't have the website up in front of me, but if you want more information on them, go to columbuslions.net. You can see the schedule, see ticket options, get in contact with all of them on their socials. But
Buy their merch.
Yes, buy their merch. We just had a hat day a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I got myself a new hat, but this was a President's sale savings I had for mine. But but the Columbus Lions of the AAL, thank you for being sponsors of the show. Good luck this upcoming season. It is about a month away. Last I looked at the schedule, and yeah, can't wait. Stay tuned on Shady Sports Network for AAL coverage. Follow Shady Sports Social for the specific shows and when they drop. But again, just thank you to the Columbus Lions for being a sponsor. So on to other 49er news that we can kind of lump all together with that banner that I definitely forgot to put in earlier. I worked on that and then just like, nah, we don't need it. But no, we have other big signings that we had.
Yeah.
We can I'll spit them out and just whichever one gravitates to you. We have a replacement for Robert Saleh, and it is Mr. Raheem, Coach Raheem. Oh my gosh, what's his last name? Morris. I almost said Mostert. I'm like, it's not
not the really fast running back.
Yeah, no, that running back. We got Raheem Morris, former Atlanta Falcons head coach, just let go, and he is going to be our DC. And then we also got Matt Eberflus as the assistant head coach to defense, assistant defensive head coach, I guess, a fancier way to say that. I don't know, but we got two brand new defensive coaches replacing Robert Saleh and Gus Bradley, who both hightailed it to Tennessee. We also will not have a kicking battle because we re-signed Eddie Dinero. I love that nickname. He signed a 4-year deal worth $17 million to stay with us. Well-deserved captain. Definitely one of the best kickers in the league last year. Obviously, I mean, he didn't make the Pro Bowl, but he did in my heart.
Well, I mean, it's going to be hard to get past Brandon Aubrey to make the Pro Bowl for a kicker. So.
Yeah, and the Pittsburgh kicker's awesome too. Boswell, yeah, between them. But no, Eddie was amazing. Like, I don't know if there's much else to add to that other than like Eddie basically missed like 3 total kicks. One of them was the ball that was like an inch short in Indianapolis, and then 2 blocks, if I remember right. I don't remember him outright missing, like maybe.
I think he outright missed his very first kick.
That's right. That was the ominous. Oh no. Okay, so no, he maybe missed like 4 total kicks during the season, and most of them were blocks. He really was Eddie Money, and I could not be happier that we have him. And it's not a bank-breaking deal that we signed him to. Most kickers are asking for $5 million at like a baseline now, and we got him for like 4.25.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but that was a really huge signing for the Niners to lock that position down. I mean, like you said, he was fantastic for the Niners last year. Really stabilized the kicking position after having Moody back there, who was just all sorts of scattershot when he was kicking the ball, and you never knew what you were going to get.
Had an equal chance of making a 60-yarder and missing a 30-yarder.
Yeah. But you could tell as the season went along that Kyle and the coaching staff felt really comfortable with Eddie kicking back there and didn't have a problem with trotting him out there for 55-yard, 60-yard kicks and things like that, and didn't necessarily care that they sometimes played for field goal position, right? I mean, there were a couple of times in some games where, you kind of get in that dead zone where you're around the 40-yard line and you're like, oh, what are we doing? It's a close game. What do you want to do? And you could tell that they were just playing, we're going to play pretty cautious here and just go ahead and make sure we get to the 35 or whatever so that Eddie can kick a field goal, and that they felt real comfortable trotting him out there for that. And so I think that was really good, and I think that's really great to have him come back. he's like the second most accurate kicker in NFL history now, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. I guess you could ask for the first most accurate kicker in history, but
no, being up there with Tucker and Vinatieri, like, or what?
yeah,
but no, Eddie's just, he proved it. He proved that he deserved getting this contract. I don't need to see anything else. And honestly, with the cap where it's at, $4.5 million a year for a kicker is nothing. Like, he's absolutely worth it.
yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing you could do is, I mean, Brandon Aubrey is the gold standard of kickers, really. So I mean, like, the only thing you could do is go out and try to sign him, right? And I mean, you're not going to be able to steal him away from the Cowboys, I don't think. So
no, real answer. They did put a second round tender on him, so that was their way of locking him in without, like, well, they still try to hammer out that contract. The story is that Brandon asked for 10 and the Cowboys offered him like 7.5, which that for kicker money alone is amazing. 7.5. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. If you want Brandon Aubrey, you, one, have to give him a contract, and then two, give the Cowboys a second round pick, which that's insane.
I can't remember the last time somebody spent a second round pick on a kicker. Is that the Raiders for like Sebastian Janikowski or something like that? I mean,
no, that was the Buccaneers with Aguayo.
Okay. So
that disaster of a kicking experiment.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's probably worth a second round pick, I guess. I mean, somebody did a projection last year. I remember reading it that he finished like top 10 in fantasy last year.
Yeah. No, he did. I thought he finished. I thought it was top 5.
It might have been. I mean, I just know he finished way high, ridiculously high for a kicker.
We might have saw the same thing, but I swear the headline was like, why drafting Aubrey in the first or second round of fantasy was actually worth it.
Yeah.
It was a fair argument. He scored more than like everybody but 10 people in the league.
Yeah, it was crazy to think about that. So I mean, I guess, when you look at it from certain perspectives, I mean, maybe a second round pick and 10 million is worth it or whatever, but I'm really glad to have Eddie coming back. I think he's great. He seems like he fits in the locker room with the guys and everything, and it just is a good addition to the team, and glad to have back. So I'm glad they were able to get him back.
No, 100%. And then, I mean, I guess I'm cheating a little bit with the coaches, but I mean, we weren't on to give our 2 cents about the about getting Coach Morris and Coach Eberflus. I my feelings on Eberflus, kind of holding Caleb back and just being overrated for Chicago, and then he clearly didn't leave a great impression with Dallas. That defense, yes, injuries were a big part of it, if we're being real, but at the same time, I mean, Eberflus didn't exactly exude confidence in that group either. So, I don't know. I'm not that excited about him. I'm glad he's in like a secondary, like not in the spotlight kind of role. It's going to be on Morris.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back at Morris's history just to refresh myself with it, and didn't even have to go back that far. Like, his defense with the Falcons the last 2 years, honestly, was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Not Jets and us and Seahawks level, but was not bad. He knows how to coach a good defense when he has when he's not trying to make chicken soup out of chicken crap. Like, so coming in with the talent pool that we have, it's promising. It's promising for sure. I'm not trying to get my hopes like that high, like, because he's replacing Saleh, but Morris does know what he's doing on defense more times than not. Like, in his history.
Yeah, he's a good defensive coach. I guess I would expect there not to be really, if I'm thinking about it realistically, I don't think that there's going to be that much of a drop off in the defense between what Saleh did last year and what Morris is going to do this year. I don't think. I think that with the talent that we have, and especially because we're hopefully adding back Bosa and adding back Warner and adding back Williams, and then all the young kids have gotten a year of experience under their belt, I think Morris is coming in at a really good time.
Put it out there in the universe that we're going to get Greenlaw, because literally an hour ago, while I'm driving home with dinner, Dre Greenlaw got released by the Broncos.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and put that out there that we can have Greenlaw and Warner back on the field together again. Fingers crossed.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So, but
he just didn't fit in Denver for whatever reason. I'm not here to digest that or dissect that, but he's a free agent, you know, like well, we're obviously not getting him and Hufanga back, but if we get Greenlaw back with Warner, that dynamic duo again, the second coming of Bowman and Willis, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Give him about $7 million to come back. I'd be all right with that.
Yes, but anyway, on Morris.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Morris. To your point, Morris does know how to coach a defense. He's been a good defensive coach throughout his career, and with getting those players back and getting the other young kids another year under their belt and things like that, I think he's going to have a real chance to be successful. I think it'll be really interesting to see how the team adjusts because he plays a very different base than what we've seen over the years with Saleh and everybody and Ryans and everybody else that's kind of come in and come through. They've all kind of tried to play that same wide 9, 4-3. Well, it's not even really a 4-3, but whatever. That's the base of it. But you know what I'm trying to say. That base of a defense, and he doesn't play that. So we'll see how the team adjusts to that and whether that makes a difference in the personnel and things like that. But I'm excited by the signing of Morris. Eberflus can just go sit in a shed somewhere and not bother people. As far as I'm concerned, that would be ideal. He bothers me greatly. I don't really want him around. I don't think he's very good at anything that he does. But that's just my opinion. Maybe he's a genius and I just don't know it, but
if this could be a rehab though, like how we have a backup quarterback rehab, what if this is like defensive coordinator rehab? Because Gus Bradley, I mean, think about it. Gus Bradley is going to go with Saleh to DC, out in Tennessee. What happened to the old Chargers coach? Isn't he a defensive coordinator somewhere now?
Staley?
Yeah, isn't Staley?
Probably.
Or no, Staley was just an assistant to defense, wasn't he? He wasn't our actual defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he was the same, just like side role.
Okay, so maybe this doesn't have quite the traction I'm thinking it is. But we've had like established defensive coordinators come in, and I don't know, maybe I'm overblowing it, but I don't dislike in theory having two defensive coordinators being able to bounce ideas off each other versus the hierarchy of like defensive coordinator and then a bunch of assistants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So I think I think one other interesting aspect that we've seen today so far is we didn't see Mac Jones traded.
Yes.
I thought that was really interesting. We didn't see that go through.
Keep that price tag high. Keep that high. We are a better team with him. I will echo what John Lynch said. We are a better team with him. So why should we lower that price tag? Because it's a quarterback.
Yeah. No, and they shouldn't. So, I mean, the price tag should be really high to get Mac Jones. So we didn't see Mac Jones traded. We didn't see Brandon Ayuk released or traded yet. So he's still around.
Yeah, technically. I guess we could have mentioned that with Mike Evans, but no traction on that. The on wide receiver, tying that in there, Ayuk is not going to be on the team. It's just a matter of the semantics of how it happens. John's clearly keeping the door open for a trade, but an outright release, maybe it'll be an outright release if no one trades him by next week. I don't know. That's just my guess. But Kendrick Bourne did leave us for a 2-year deal. I think its base is like 11.5 and it maxes out at 17.5 with Arizona.
That's a really good deal for Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, no, very incentive heavy. It is a pay raise from what we paid him this year.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, we did pay him a pretty absurd amount for the lack of stats that he had, because he didn't, I don't know. He was his stats were not great, but yeah, no, he's got a great payday for his lack of Pro Bowls, let's say. But we also Juwan Jennings has Juwan Jennings is still unsigned.
Yeah.
We're checking our phones and nothing's been said about Juwan Jennings yet. So Oh yeah, here we go. Ari Mirov. I know I butchered that name. Juwan Jennings and Debo Samuel are both not signed. And the very top of the list of top remaining free agents going into day 2 is Trey Hendrickson, which is very, very funny.
Yeah,
And Romeo Dobbs. Because everybody, if it wasn't Mike Evans, it's the 49ers are signing Romeo Dobbs. And look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, people are going to sleep on Trey Hendrickson for a little while, I think. His price tag is really high, and I don't know that people really, really want him. He seems to have soured a lot of teams for some reason, and I don't really know why, but he seems to have made people not have interest in him for whatever reason. So
I would kick the tires on him. I could see him being 31 being a big turnoff, but I don't know why, like, from a personal standpoint, like, I'd be pissed too if I got strangleheld by Cincinnati for 3 years like he was. Like,
I don't know. Maybe he wants just a giant pile of money and nobody really wants to give him maybe he wants to be the highest paid defensive end and nobody wants to pay him highest paid defensive end money. I don't know. I mean, think about it. I mean, like, he is like, he's probably one of the 5 premier free agents that's on the market this year, and he didn't get signed on day 1 by somebody. I mean, like, that doesn't happen.
His contract didn't leak early, even.
Yeah.
Because we saw plenty of contracts leak early and trades leak early, but no, you're right. We got through all that and day 1, and Trey Hendrickson is still not signed going into day 2.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that's really weird. Like, Debo not being signed and Juwan not being signed and Dobbs not being signed is like a little odd, just because, like, there was a lot of talk and a lot of chatter about him, and a lot of people were really talking him up to us and to other teams and stuff like that. So I'm a little surprised that he didn't sign yet as well. But I mean, all total, I'm not like shocked that those guys aren't signed. Those are good day 2, day 3, signing guys. But like Hendrickson, the fact that he didn't sign day 1, something's not right there somewhere, whether it's money or his attitude or whatever, but something is off and something is turning off teams.
Those contenders aren't paying what he wants, I bet. Like, going to an unproven or a bad team probably would have paid him whatever the hell he wanted, but I
Tennessee,
Tennessee was burning money like crazy. Like, if you saw Tennessee, the Giants, and Vegas,
the Raiders,
dude, the Raiders signed like 7 players today.
Yeah.
There was one point on my wall where literally it was like 3 Raiders signings in a row. That was insane.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then, I mean, kudos to the Titans too, for like, the Titans signings seem pretty good. The Raiders, I didn't know that much about those players, but no, it's one of those teams that would have paid him whatever the hell he wanted, 35, 36, 37. He's old enough, he wants to ring chase, which I don't blame him. You're over 30, you don't have a ring. Your ring chasing is going to be a priority for you at that point. So how much money are you willing to give up? That's the leverage that's getting held against him. I bet.
So then there's only like 6 teams that you can go to, really, if you want a ring chase. I mean, 6, maybe 8, I guess. But there's only that many teams that you can go to ring chase, and all of them are going to be at or near the cap, because they're going to have all these players that they're paying already. So, yeah, exactly to your point. You're not going to get $40 million a year from the Niners or the Chiefs or the Bills or anybody like that, because they just don't have it. So you're going to either have to suck it up and come play for a lot less money on a short deal, or go play for the Titans or the Jets or somebody like that and make a whole boatload of money and suffer again. I mean, what do you want to do?
No, I'm sure that's what the problem is. And that makes me think too with Jennings. I think Jennings probably, you can make an argument, because when I was thinking about like Wan'Dale Robinson, what he signed a pretty healthy deal. And Alec Pierce, who I have my reservations on how he was able to get this contract signed, but he signed a $28 million contract.
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings had more touchdowns than him. He had less receiving yards than him, but he had more touchdowns. He Jennings is not a one-trick pony either. Alec literally is just a big bomb boomer bust fantasy player.
Yeah.
And he got a $28 million contract. You know Juwan Jennings is saying, at least to his agent, I am not taking less than $25 million. Especially at his age. He's like 28. Like he has that, he can flash. And I don't know. That's just what I am predicting is happening behind the backgrounds, is that we were not going to pay him $25 million.
No.
And we're seeing, and I mean, you can make it, that's his argument that Alec Pierce got this much money. Wan'Dale Robinson got this much money. Like, why am I not getting over $20 million? And when he had 9 touchdowns last year, I mean, that's, I don't know, being an end zone threat like he is, and he beats man to man just about as well as anyone else.
He disappears a lot, though. That's my problem with him. Is there's so many games where like you're like, where's Juwan Jennings at? And it's like, oh, he's got 2 catches for 22 yards, and that's it. And you're like, where's he out on the field? And you're looking, and you're like, oh, yeah, there's 15. He's right there. Well, they'll probably throw in the ball. No, you're not throwing in the ball. Why aren't they throwing in the ball? I don't know. He must not be open. Like, there's just some games where he just completely vanishes from the field. Yeah. So, I mean, like, I don't know what to do with the guy. I mean, I'm not opposed to him coming back. He's a good fit for the team. He's a good fit for the locker room. Seems like the guys like him in general. Yeah. So I don't have a problem with him bringing him back, but he's got to make less money than Mike Evans.
Oh, yeah. He will not make more money than Mike Evans if he comes back. And honestly, like, just given how much money he's been making, yeah, there's the principle of just like get as much as you can. But even if he makes like 15 million, that is a substantial. His last contract total was like 15 million.
Yeah.
So but I mean, that's practical. Like, we're never going to see that much money in our lifetime talking to somebody in that field. But no, I get it. Like, because again, just the 2 examples I have now, Wan'Dale Robinson and Alec Pierce, I think Juwan Jennings is as good as those guys, and they both got over $20 million contracts. I'm pretty sure Wan'Dale was.
Yeah.
I think but no, Alec Pierce, like, I think Juwan Jennings is a better receiver than Alec Pierce. Call that a hot take, but I don't know. I agree
with you wholly that Alex Pierce is a one-trick pony. He's just run down the field as fast as you can and have Richardson or Jones throw him a bomb and hope that he catches it.
I think somebody that can win man-to-man over the middle and like that intangible, like, 3rd and Juwan, he earned that nickname because he was so good at situational catches. I find more value than somebody that can run a 4-2 down the field and catch a 60-yard bomb. I don't find that as valuable.
Well, I agree. I mean, there's something to be said for being able to just run really fast and get behind people.
Well, sure. It's not invaluable, but if we're ranking tiers,
yeah,
I'd rather be able to throw to somebody on 3rd down and I know he's going to catch it.
Yes.
Like, I think the long-term value of that is better, but that's me playing the role of Juwan's agent. Alec Pierce is getting $28 million. Why can't my guy get at least 25?
Yeah. I mean, totally agree with you on that. I mean, you know, that whole like run down the field as fast as you can and catch bombs. I mean, you can only do that like 5 times a game. I mean, that's about it, right? So I mean, you take 5 shots and you don't even half the time you don't even throw it because it doesn't work out because you don't get protection or you don't have the time or the guy's double covered or whatever. So I mean, like, he runs it 5-6 times. You probably throw it 1-2 times and you hope for the best. I mean, you know, Deshaun Jackson was the master of that for the longest time for the Eagles when he used to do that. So, I mean, like, I remember him, you know, that was all he did was he was just faster than everybody. He would just run and get behind everybody. And whoever's the quarterback was just like, oh, look, there's Deshaun. Would just heave the ball deep. So, I mean, for God's sakes, that's what Randy Moss used to do longest time too. Is just outrun everybody and just quarterback just chuck it as far as he could, and just Randy would just go get it. So, I mean, you know, it's fine. So, the next biggest thing the 49ers have to worry about is getting Trent's contract figured out. So, I mean, that's the next biggest thing. I think they have until the end of this week to get it figured out, actually. So,
Well, he's under. Well,
there's a guarantee that kicks in sometime here soon, and they
that's right. That's right.
and they wanted to get that figured out before that guarantee kicked in.
Yeah. No, it's no later. It's no later than Friday.
Yeah.
Whatever the official start of the league is, the 12th or the 13th. Like it's no later than Friday. You're right. So yeah, countdown to I don't know, death, taxes, and Trent not being happy with his contract. I guess. I hate getting to because we're almost at our hour. I hate ending on a bummer note, but start with the good news and with the bad news. I mean, we can't go one off season without having a damn contract situation.
320 is his option bonus kicks in.
Okay, so we got 10 days.
Yep.
We got 10 days to get him under contract.
Yep.
I can see John. We've seen John work some magic before. We've seen John drag things out too. Trent's somebody that
Trent likes money, man. He's going to get paid.
Yeah.
Trent is not giving back a dime of money.
No, he's not. He is not going to be a player that accepts a restructure. He is not going to be somebody that wants it as a signing bonus. He wants it as a damn salary.
He wants it guaranteed, giving it to him right now.
Yeah, no, it's just making sure, finding that middle ground of like what can make him happy without us having a $40 million cap hit. That's what the problem is right now, because it's 38 is what it is right now, and we can't have a left tackle making $38 million freaking dollars. So obviously we're a better team with him, but we just don't know what the backup plan is if we decide to trade him, other than we're definitely getting at least a second rounder for him, because John is not going to just get rid of him.
Oh no.
But then again, at the same time, with that deadline in 10 days, knowing that, but then again, like, then whoever gets him after they release, they're just going to be in the same boat that we are. Like, he's going to be demanding at minimum $35 million. So you're in the same boat, whether you trade with us or wait us out and then just get him as a free agent. It's the same problem.
Well, I mean, anybody that trades for him will know that they have to resign him to a contract, so they'll have already worked that out ahead of time. So, I mean, if they trade for him, they'll already have a new deal worked out, and they'll already be taken care of. So, I mean, that's the way that works on that end. So,
yeah.
He's
getting his money one way or another. That's what we're getting to. Whether we can figure it out, or if we can hopefully get some draft capital out of it and throw in the towel. Like, that's.
I really don't think that they're going to trade him. I really don't. I mean, I would be stunned. I mean, nobody wants to pay a 38-year-old left tackle $38.5 million.
Paying
but
his freaking age.
Yeah. But I mean, like, they're under the cap. So, I mean, like, they could do it if they really want to. I understand why they don't want to. But I mean, they could if they really have to. So, I mean, like, if push comes to shove, they can just be like, all right, Trent, here you go. Here's your money. It's your last year of your deal.
Yeah.
Peace out, Cub Scout. We'll see you, in 2027, and we'll see if you're going to come back as you're going to go to free agency, and we'll see if we can resign you or not. But otherwise, it's been good having you around. So, I mean,
get him to sign a 1-year deal like Danielle Hunter. That's like $40 million, but 38 of it is a signing bonus. And then you have 2 total years of contract that you can tack on funny money years too. And just give him a crap load of money now. And then you eat like $3 million in dead cap. And then you have the, those prorated,
the void years.
Yeah, the void years.
He's already got 3 of those.
Oh, he already does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably because of signing bonuses, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's man.
But I mean, they should be able to get something done. I mean, Trent likes it here on the Niners. He likes playing for the team. He likes the culture. He likes the team. He likes the coach. I mean, he likes everything about the organization. So, I mean, I think they'll be able to get something done. But at the same time, Trent also likes money.
He got it. He got it done. He got it done at the right at the wire 2 years ago, So I mean, he's re-signed with us 2 times already. Like we traded for him. He signed one contract. He signed to the other contract 2 years ago. Like there's reason to believe that he'll do it again.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just
last time was what, like 4 days before the season started or something like that?
Yeah. It was all the way through training camp, right before kickoff.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully they get something done. But I know Trent ain't walking away from a penny of $38 million. I can guarantee you that.
Well, and this is gonna be decided before August too, because of that bonus kick in. So
yeah, they got to figure it out by the 20th. So
yeah, if they want to avoid that bonus, or if they're just gonna eat that bonus and then just keep going, like that'd be really dumb. But
yeah, I mean, once you pay the dude $10 million, I mean, what the hell's the rest of paying him $28 million? You might as well just pay him the rest and be done with it.
Oh my gosh, I just have to laugh, and then we got to get out of here. But I have to laugh at the Dolphins. The Dolphins are paying Tua Tagovailoa $53 million, and so all the Falcons needed to do to get him was sign him to a veterans minimum of 1.3. Hysterical.
Yeah.
And then the Dolphins put out that amazing thank you post.
Yeah, 4-time team captain, 1-time Pro Bowler.
And then in really tiny fine print, franchise leader in completion percentage and quarterback rating.
Yeah. It was just comical. So I can't believe that. I don't really understand what the Falcons are doing, to be honest. Which, again, like, I don't know. The Falcons are this really weird franchise. Like, ever since Michael Vick left them, like they had Matt Ryan. So I'll go ever since the Matt Ryan days, like they've just been like floundering, like they've been like in deep water and they're just doing this, right? They're just like
been a mess.
Desperately trying to just get back to the top, and like every time they make a move, it's like, what? Why would you do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, how does Tua make your franchise any better? He's the same quarterback that you already have. That
it's another left-handed quarterback that always gets hurt. It's literally the same quarterback.
Yeah, it's just one has bad knees and one has a bad head. I mean, like, I don't really know what the difference is. I mean, are you gonna like splice the two together to make one one really good, durable quarterback? I mean, I don't think that you can do that. So I mean, I don't understand what the point and the purpose is. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I can't either. I can't make sense of any of that. I mean, they are doing better than Miami though, because Miami's eating like damn near 100 million in dead cap this year. So
well, they're eating cap off of Tyreek Hill too, aren't they?
They might be out of that already, but I mean, they pretty much everybody that they released or traded has dead cap to them. Like that adds up to the 50 million that Tua has. Well, no, Tua it's 50 million this year and then 40 million next year because the total dead cap was 95. Just hysterical.
Oh god.
So he's getting 50 million this year with the Falcons, and then he's still going to get a 40+ million dead cap payday next season in 27.
Oh my gosh. See, I kind of never been a professional athlete, clearly, right? But I don't understand why a guy like Tua doesn't just walk away.
Yeah.
Like
Kirk Cousins doesn't need to do anything else. Kirk Cousins has made over 300 million in total cash earnings.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't have the injury history that Tua does, right? I'm just thinking from the injury history that Tua does, and the fact that like he just doesn't seem to he just doesn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, you know what? I made a big bucket of money. I made $150 million. I don't need to do shit else. Yeah. I'm set for life. Yeah. I was in Florida. There's no tax in Florida. I'm set. I'm golden. I'm as good as it gets. Yeah. I don't need to go play for the Falcons and try to fight for a starting job. I don't need to do that. I'm good. I'm just going to go and lay on the beach somewhere and just live my life. I mean, I don't understand why a guy like him even bothers. I mean, I guess once you're an athlete like that and you're playing at the highest level, you want to keep going and you just got the bug. And I mean, I get that you can only play football for so long and there's only so many years that you can play the sport and play the game, and you want to do it for as long as you can. And I mean, I understand that aspect of it. I mean, just as somebody who's played recreational sports, I mean, I understand that you can only play for so long and things like that before you get too old and fat and you can't do it anymore or whatever. But I mean, just, I don't know. That was the first thing that I heard today when like I heard he was cut. I was like, that dude should just retire. I was like, he should just be like, thank you very much, Dolphins. I will take my check and just go on home. Have a nice one.
Yeah, but that $90 million is still guaranteed no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting $90 million for 2 more years for doing nothing, sitting at home, eating Cheetos, playing Call of Duty, whatever. Him and Kyler Murray. I mean, like, it could just be best buddies. I mean, whatever. I mean, so there's another guy we didn't even talk about today, Kyler Murray. He's still out there, so he can go. He's
going to compete with. He's going to compete with JJ. Calling it now. Tomorrow, he's going to be. People are listening to this. He's going to be competing with JJ in Minnesota. I'm just calling that now.
He could go to Pittsburgh, right? Or the Jets?
Well, Pittsburgh, they got to figure out if Aaron's going to come back because they don't want to sign anybody until Aaron makes a decision, which means they're going to be quarterbackless until July. Because Aaron,
these things bring me such joy.
Aaron has the right of first refusal with Pittsburgh, so he's going to stranglehold them.
Well, okay, but I mean, I get that you want to like. I get that you want to give the guy like time to like make a decision and stuff, but like, at what point in time do you have to like be like, okay, dude, like,
his
shit get off the pot because like we need to be able to move on as a franchise, and like we can't have you holding us hostage through all the free agency and all of the draft and everything like that before you make a decision, and then you come to us in July and you're like, you know what, I don't want to play football anymore, and then we don't have a quarterback.
They respect his ego. They respect his fragile ego too much. I would love to tell him the same thing. Just like, dude, you are 45. You have played 20 years of football. And we're not playing this game. Like, we're drafting somebody, or you're signing with us, or even if you sign with us, we might still draft somebody because you're 45. Get over it. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna happen. Like. Tell us you're gonna commit to us so we can sign a free agent that can back up this guy we're gonna draft, or not. There you go. You've already won a Super Bowl. What else do you have to prove?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, he wasn't even that good when he played last year. So I mean, like, really, am I really gonna hold out for?
He was fine.
You had him on your fantasy team. How good was he?
I'd say fine. I wouldn't say. I would not use the word bad. To be fair, I would not use the word bad, but he was fine. I wouldn't. Okay. He wasn't a superstar by any means.
There's a lot of fine quarterbacks in the NFL.
He was.
So, I mean,
exactly. Like, dude, you're a 45-year-old quarterback. We're gonna draft somebody whether you stay with us or not. But like, this is basically telling us if we can take advantage of the free agent market or not. Like,
yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird to me, but I take pleasure in I take pleasure in other franchises' pain, so that's fine by me. So
I'm okay with it with Pittsburgh too. I have a little beef with them that will just always be there. No good reason other than they have 6 Super Bowls, but it makes me laugh when Pittsburgh is in pain.
Yeah, understandable.
Well, with that, we have to wrap it up. It's been fun. It's been a long time, but we will be back very soon with free agency happening. We will very, very likely have much more free agency news to talk about later in the week. But until then, we have to leave you with, oh my gosh, I've almost forgotten how to end the show. Where is my... No, seriously, I've lost the... Here we go. People, we have a sponsorship with Royal Retros. I legit lost my graphics for a second. What is Royal Retros, though? Royal Retros is your go-to place to get yourself an authentic throwback jersey, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, any of the major sports. They got you covered. And for all of us Bay Area fans, they have the Candlestick Collection. It's curated with the Bay Area in mind. And when you find anything you like, whether it's that collection or anything else, throw it in your cart, and you get 10% off with the promo code Shady Sports. Again, it's promo code Shady Sports to get 10% off of your entire order at royalretros.com. It helps us out. It helps out the Shady Sports Network family of programming out. Again, just use that promo code Shady Sports for 10% off of your entire order at royalretros.com. Royal Retros, go get yourself an authentic throwback jersey today. I'm already so bad at this part, but when I forget where my graphics are too, it just makes it worse. The next thing is we are selling t-shirts. We are selling t-shirts on bonfire.com because we were inspired by terrible owners. Hal, all the way back with Dan Snyder 2 years ago, and still permeating with the Teppers and other terrible owners still in the league doing shady stuff. We don't find out about it very fast versus players we find out the same day, same hour in some cases. So we started this hashtag owner accountability, where owner standards should be greater than player standards. And we have put them on t-shirts, and all the proceeds for these shirts are not going to us. They are going to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. It is a women's shelter in Kentucky for women and families just in dire situations. All the proceeds of these shirts will be going to them. A link to the Bonfire store and more information on Mountain Comprehensive Care Center is in the show notes. So what are the shirts? This one is our kind of standard, air quotes, standard shirt. It says owner standards greater than player standards, hashtag owner accountability. You'll see with all these shirts, you just pick the color, you pick the style, you pick your size. The pricing starts at $22.99, and they are made to order with the fine quality on bonfire.com. The next one is our cover art. You already see this when you watch us on YouTube or your favorite podcasting platform. Again, just pick your style and your size, and it'll ship right to you. This one is our alternate cover. This one has the goalposts and the peanuts on it. You can pick a color besides red. I don't know why you would, though, given we're the Niners. But again, just the style, the size, made to order right to you. And then our last one is, I call it our baseball alternate mascot, which is a peanut eating a bowl of peanuts, patiently waiting for more free agency news to trickle in for the rest of the week, and then a little bit of rest before the draft in April. And again, all these shirts they can be found in our Bonfire store link, as well as a link again to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center if you just want more information on them as well. Eric, we have talked a lot about free agents. Has any big signing managed to find a way to squeak through before we go?
The only other thing that I noticed that we didn't talk about was Travis Etienne left the Jaguars, went to the Saints. That obviously impacts the Jags quite a bit. I mean, he's been a bell cow back for them, been doing a lot.
That's T-Law's best friend too.
Yeah. Been doing a lot for them. And then it impacts the Saints, actually. You know, Alvin Kamara has been there and been their steady presence for quite some time now. And Schefter just posted a few minutes ago questioning whether or not, Kamara is going to move on from the Saints now. And apparently teams are beginning to wonder that as well. So possible that we'll see Kamara moving here in the next couple of days.
He's loved that team, but I mean, they had a bit of a contract dispute last year. So, I mean, that finally coming to shove this year would make sense, I guess.
Yeah, it would. And I don't know. I mean, I've always liked Kamara as a player. I've thought that he's been pretty good. And I mean, he's always done well for New Orleans.
Yeah.
He's kind of not been great the last couple of seasons, but I don't think this has really been his fault.
No, he's for a discount CMC. No, I mean, he's been consistently 1,000 yards total for a while, which still counts for something in my book.
Yeah. He's a $10 million cap hit this year. If someone trades for him, that's not too bad for what would be a starting running back.
You are trading and extending him. Many owners don't want to pay that for a running back.
Yeah. He is 31, so he's on the wrong side of 30 for a running back.
It's on the wrong side of 28.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, you could probably work out something with him. You could probably do 3 years and 30 million or something like that. I don't know. You could probably make something work. But
honestly, probably a change of scenery would be good for him.
Yeah, but I mean, what about Seattle? Seattle just lost Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
he might be a great fit in Seattle and an opportunity for him to chase a ring and everything like that. So, I mean, possibility fit there.
Yeah. No, man, that was a big loss for Seattle. Not that I want to give them any attention on this podcast, but
we're big with Seattle fans, man. Seattle fans love us.
I've never seen a Super Bowl MVP leave their team the next season. That's insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they just up and let him walk. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what they expected to happen, but I mean,
I can't wait to see those contract details too. Just like, you wouldn't pay him that.
Yeah.
Because it's Kansas City. They did not pay him much. They were kissing the top of the cap, so it was not for that much money.
Yeah. So it'll be really interesting to see how that shakes out. But yeah, so the situation in New Orleans with Kamara will be something to watch over the next couple of weeks, or even down into the draft, right? I mean, it might be somebody there that instead of wanting to spend a second or a third round pick on an unknown running back, is much more willing to send a second or a third round pick to New Orleans for Kamara. So
yeah, no, for sure. I think then with that, there'll be plenty more free agency news to talk about. We'll be back in a couple days with many more. There's going to be a lot more to talk about. Obviously, Niners will take the priority, but yeah, no, we're in the full swing of the off season, and yeah, it's already been a good day for us so far. Hopefully, we have a good rest of this immediate week, and we will let you all know on Friday. But for now, outro music is River Road by Justin Youth. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Welcome to the squad, Mike.
River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long. River Road, where have all the women gone? Have they kissed her hand and waved you bye-bye? Have they thought about crossing your double yellow lines? River Road, they love the way